Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE Worlds Collide and the Royal Rumble 2020 broadcast on January 26th or 25th and 26th, 2020. And I'm just pulling up the thing here. I didn't take notes or anything. This was an awesome weekend. So I got into Houston on Friday. I went and saw The Gentleman, which is an awesome movie. Go see it. Like the first half hour or so, I was like, this is okay. But then it really started to pick up. I love this movie. The one actor, he reminded me a lot of Trent Seven. I think it's Canham. I guess I'm not going to look that up. But anyway, yep, you'll know him when you see him. And I thought it was a pretty appropriate start to the weekend. I saw that, and then I saw Jim Jeffries at this one theater, and the acoustics were really bad. I felt really bad for the lady in front of me because she was trying to get her hearing aids. At first I was annoyed because she had her phone out a lot, but she was trying to connect to her hearing aids to adjust them, and I felt really bad for her because I was having a hard time hearing because the acoustics really bad up in the mezzanine, but for that type of show. But anyway, it was really funny, and that was a good time. And then the next day was Worlds Collide, which was friggin' awesome. So awesome. Like, it was great. Like, man, every match, one after another. Like, how is the next match going to follow that? And the next one was even better, and the next one is even better. And then the second to last one was not as good as the one right before it, but it's still really good. But going through all those, okay. So just real quick, I'm recording this before Raw starts tonight. It's 5:44. I got 16 minutes. Hopefully I can make this episode even shorter than that. But so this show, and I sat next to these really nice ladies from Switzerland, and they were really excited for Cesaro in the Royal Rumble. And unfortunately, Cesaro was in the Royal Rumble for about 10 seconds, along with like 15 other people who were only in there for like 10 seconds each. But anyway, on the kickoff, we had an amazing match, Kaylee Ray versus Mia Yim. I really liked that. And it should have just been a championship match because Kaylee Ray won anyway. But, it's fine. It was still great to see them. Then we had Finn Balor defeat Ilya Dragunov. That was pretty solid. Then we had Jordan Devlin defeated Angel Garza, Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Travis Banks. And that I was not expecting that at all. Jordan Devlin, I thought I was like, he's the last one that I think would win this. There's no way he's going to win. He doesn't need to win this at all or anything. He won it. He's a champion. I got some good pictures of somebody on the floor had a big Irish flag, and they were like directly like in eye line from where Jordan Devlin stood up on top of the announcer's table and was saying some stuff. So I got a couple of pretty good pictures there. Then we had DIY versus Mustache Mountain. This match was awesome. Lots of fun stuff in the beginning of the match, like silly stuff, taunts back and forth, all that kind of thing. But then when they got into it, it's so good. So good. This match was 22 minutes, 57 seconds. Is awesome. Then we had Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm. Rhea Ripley defeated Toni Storm. I thought this match was very solid. It was only 10 minutes long. It wasn't much longer than Kaylee Ray versus Mia Yim. And it wasn't quite as exciting, I thought, as Kaylee Ray versus Mia Yim. But it's still very good. I love both of them, and it was great to see that match happen. I was not expecting Rhea to lose in her first defense, so this wasn't really a surprise at all. And then we had Imperium versus Undisputed Era. This match was bonkers, all kinds of crazy stuff in there. I was really worried for Alexander Wolf. He got knocked out cold for a second there and was taken to the back. And that, great job on Drake's part for realizing that, and he saved that moment. And and the match continued. They just kept doing their thing and got everybody back into it, because everyone was like, oh no, because he was out of it. But he did walk back on his own 2 feet with help, but that's always good to see. And then he tweeted later that he was doing okay, so that's great to hear. But this match, 30 minutes, 29 minutes 52 seconds according to Wikipedia. And it was 29 minutes and 52 minutes of awesome. Imperium won, and we ended the night with Undisputed Era just totally bummed out, which I started recording like that whole, because I was like, something's gonna happen. They're gonna like start fighting each other. I don't know, but they are okay for now. We'll see what happens when they probably lose the tag team championships, and very likely maybe Adam Cole loses the NXT championship. We'll see with what happens with all of that. But yeah, awesome show. Being there live, I didn't get to enjoy Tom Phillips and Nigel McGuinness on commentary, but I heard that it was great. The couple of clips that I saw, it was really great to hear both of them on there. And I miss Tom Phillips on all the main shows. I saw that it was him and Jerry for at least one of the matches. Of course, I didn't at the Royal Rumble, so maybe that might be continue. Maybe that'll continue with Raw. I don't know tonight. Okay, then let's talk about the Royal Rumble. I met my friend Sean, who I met Survivor Series weekend the night before, but the timing and stuff didn't work out with on Friday night. And then met up with my friend Anthony, who I met at SummerSlam we just said hi real quick before the show because he had floor seats. And then we met up afterwards, and then we hung out and went over and met with Ricky, who had arrived right before the show, so he didn't go to the show. And then our from friends from Drum Corps, Blue Devils, and all that, Eric and Kelly, we met them at this rooftop bar, hung out up there, and then we went to this other bar called the Flying Saucer Emporium, which I had actually already been to the night before all those shows, before going to the movie. I just hung out. We were up pretty late, so that kind of put the kibosh on any plans that I had, any hopes that I had of going to like the aquarium or something like that during the Sunday, because we slept in until like at least 11, something like that, and then we just went to get food. And then Conrad arrived, and I had to leave from where we were eating, like go like half a mile, maybe a whole mile, I don't know, it seemed like forever and my feet hurt, but head over there to give him the thing for his parking at my hotel. And we went back, and then we hung out a little bit, and then we went to the Royal Rumble at Minute Maid Park. And apparently the will call situation was really bad. Anthony said that he was in the line for like 2.5 hours, and he missed all of the pre-show, and he got there like right in the middle of the first match. So like, sort it out. Will call, how many tickets you have to give out to people at will call ahead of time. Like, that's the whole point of will call, that those tickets have been sold. Like, have the staff to be able to take care of that many people before the show starts. That's insane. So I don't. Well, I didn't have to deal with that, so I really don't know what to say about that other than what I already said. But anyway, let's. So Ricky and Conrad, we got to our seats. got some food. So he kind of missed the first kickoff match, which was Sheamus versus Shorty G. Sheamus won. I went back out to my seat right as Sheamus won, so it was nice to see that and the celebration and everything. The other kickoff match was right after that, Andrade versus Humberto. Both of these matches got over 10 minutes. The first match was 12 and a half minutes. Second match was 14 and a half minutes. That's some solid time for the kickoff, so I was happy to see that, especially for Andrade versus Humberto. Humberto was not successful in capturing the championship, but so Andrade is victorious. He remains the United States champion. And then we open the show proper with Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. They went all over the place. We got Team Rudolph involved. We got the Usos involved. We had a porta potty which had nothing in it. Didn't even have the blue liquid in there. So that was kind of a disappointment not to see Baron Corbin humiliated, covered in filth. But he was going to be around a lot of audience members, so it kind of makes sense not to have him have weird stuff that could get on people and be very not good, I guess. But anyway, Roman Reigns won after spearing King Corbin on top of the dugouts and then getting a pin there. Then we had the Women's Royal Rumble. I was so happy to see Mercedes Martinez, Shotzi Blackheart, Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai wasn't in there at the same time as Tegan Nox, though. Came in there a lot later. But this the biggest surprise. Okay, number 29, Santina Marella. That was really funny. And then Chelsea Green was in there. That was great. What were some other surprises? Those were most surprised. Mighty Molly, she was a nice surprise in there. But let's see. Yeah, and then there was not very many. There's only 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from SmackDown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 from Raw. 3 unassociated. We had Kelly in there as well. But it came down to I thought Shotzi was gonna. Well, Shotzi and Shayna have been their thing going lately, and then it came down to Charlotte and I think it was Beth. Was it Beth? Let's see. Where's Beth on the? So Beth Phoenix is in there. Is awesome, and she's noted as being from NXT, so that's really cool. But she was the third to last, and then it came down to Shayna Baszler versus Charlotte. Charlotte won. Everybody's really mad about that, and I think that's exactly what they were going for because Charlotte really healed it up. So anyway, oh come on, she didn't need that win. Like Shayna Baszler winning that would have been way more interesting. I don't know. But then we had Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Bayley won the match to defend her championship, and she got the heck out of there. She got her legs up for that Lacey Evans very impressive moonsault, but Bayley got her legs up, pinned her, GTFO. Then we had The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan. This one was interesting. It wasn't like so crazy that you have to see it or anything like that, but it was pretty interesting. It was kind of long. It's the longest. Oh, it's the second longest match that wasn't the Rumble matches, but it was interesting. And I mean, I was expecting The Fiend to win, and he did, but Daniel Bryan took it to him quite a bit. So that was entertaining. Then we had Becky Lynch versus Asuka. Becky Lynch won via the disarm her after just kicking Asuka she kicked her so that the green mist would just sprayed straight up into the air instead of at Becky's face, and so Becky took advantage of that. It kind of got on her own face, which is part of it, and defeated Asuka and is still champion. And then we have the Men's Royal Rumble. Okay, so Brock Lesnar. I can make this quick. Like Brock Lesnar did. Like the first 15 people, Brock is out. First, okay. Entrance number 2 through 15, 2 through 14. eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Amazing. And also very how it turned out. It was it was annoying for like part of it. It's like, oh my god, again, 13 eliminations. Is that a record? I don't know. 13 eliminations, but then Ricochet low blows him after he was already eliminated. No, was he already eliminated? No, he was eliminated after. No, let's see. He was eliminated after. Okay, so he's still in the match, but low blow from Ricochet, Claymore from Drew McIntyre. Braun Strowman is sent over the ropes. Crowd goes nuts. I go nuts. It's like, amazing. So he has the longest. Okay, so Drew McIntyre, he entered at number 16. On my flight in and on my flight out, I sat in row number 16 on my airplane. I should have taken a picture of that on my flight out to Houston and been like, okay, my pick is number 16, because it would have been good, at least for the men's Royal Rumble. But anyway, so after that, it's more of it's like this match is basically in two halves: the Brock Lesnar half, and then everything after that, which is more competitive. But we had Keith Lee in there, but Keith and Braun, they were focused on each other, and Brock Lesnar eliminated both of them. Like, what are you doing? You're fools. Oh, but anyway, after that, The Miz comes out. AJ, I guess, was injured during the match, and so that I hope it's not super serious. It's not like separated shoulder or something, is what I had heard. But hopefully it's not super like a really major long-term injury. I hope he can recover pretty quickly. But number 21. We right before this, Ricky noticed. Oh, they're setting up some pyro. Who is pyro? Who would be next? Because they had a great view of the entrance area. It's freaking Edge. Edge is back. Holy crap! Like we've been hearing rumors, and we're like, yeah, he could come back tonight. That would be great. But to actually see it, but that's more like, oh, wishful thinking. He's actually back, and he's in the final 3. Oh my god, it was great. It's so great. I'm so excited, and I need to finish this so I can watch Raw, because I have a feeling he's on first tonight. But King Corbin came in there. He was eliminated. Blah 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 blah. Well, it came down to Seth Rollins was just obliterated by 4 of the guys that were still in there, but it came down to Edge, Roman Reigns, and Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre wins, and I was so happy. It's awesome, so great, feeling real great, and yeah, that's it. This Royal Rumble, the whole event was awesome. Like the couple of things that weren't so great, it totally made up for by the other really awesome stuff. So that's it. That's my thoughts. 2 thumbs up for Royal Rumble 2020. Let me know what you thought about this episode by tweeting, and the Royal Rumble and the Worlds Collide by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. Stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye. I messed that up, but I'm not redoing it. Raw is starting right now. It's already begun.